welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Buffalo. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And I'm not sure I enjoy watching any quarterback in the league more than I enjoy watching Josh Allen. I mean, he's a bit of a throwback in terms of his play style. I mean, he's just as likely to throw a 65-yard bomb for a touchdown as he is in 4th and short to run over the middle linebacker. I mean, he plays with such a hard, aggressive style. There's not a lot of guys built like him, Mike, and I'll tell you what, he's a blast to watch.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
James Cook, Ray Greenlaw on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
In motion, Shakir. To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That's good. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Buffalo.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
Throwing again, it's Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness. Early in the game, right out of the gate, make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
He gets this complete to Shakir. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Bills first down.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
He's got room to roam. And he'll be taken down. Do we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal?
That's another Buffalo Bills. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Allen's going to keep it on his own lead. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and through. Broncos will take a 7-0 lead.
Bills nothing.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz is going to send this one away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. The Bills offense ready to take over possession of the football. Let's see if they can bounce back from the early mistake. That fumble a moment ago returned for a touchdown. The offense gets it back. 1st and 10. To start this drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, throw here for Allen. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one caught. It's Knox, the tight end. 17 yards on that connection. 1st down, Buffalo.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Allen now on second down. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, they go with Cook. And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
So on fourth down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
Well, it didn't take long for Bo Nix to establish himself as a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the Broncos as a rookie. He has all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. It's kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Second down, Nix. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And third down coming up.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth with the receiver saying, hey, I'm willing to go across the middle and compete for the ball. But now you're my eyes. You have to protect me and make sure that the location of the ball doesn't run me into a big hit.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and that'll set up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To the air is Allen. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dawson Knox. And it'll bring up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. From the gun, here is Allen. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
He He's certainly making a strong case to be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Week. I mean, a touchdown earlier, now a sack. And you talk about impacting the game in all areas. This guy's having himself a ball game.
Here's Brad Robbins now, as he'll take this a yard or two into his own end zone. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. Former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. Brings up second down.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. A run with Dobbins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
He's got it at the 7, and he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry.
And he'll take it on in. Brent Sherfield. Touchdown, Denver. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Chenault going to take it out of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Allen working from the pistol. Offside, that open man is nuts. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. They'll run the toss with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
That's good for a Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Allen going to give it to Cook. He'll push forward for about a yard. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Allen on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Allen gonna throw for it. That's taken in, and he will get the 1st down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the 2nd half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath, but give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Allen gonna throw. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball these opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Short pass taken in by Knox. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
That's the 18-yard line.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And the Bills.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
A run on 1st and goal. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Elijah Moore. Touchdown, Bills. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are on the board. It's now 14-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Christian Benford on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. Hey, he's going to be close. Going to depend on the spot, but that looks a little short. It is short, and now it's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. The Bills offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Allen going to make the read and hold on here. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. He'll be brought down at the 37, but that is good enough for a first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back, because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's out. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. Woo! The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down behind the line.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Pass complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He connects with Mims. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down, Broncos.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll throw. It's Nix. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Good running inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll give it to Dobbins. He slams it in there, and he is in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point. It's up and good. Broncos are out to a 21-10 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
On the tackle. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 28-yard line.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Broncos offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. We'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Here's a run to begin this third quarter, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. Forced out wide. He's going to run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short gain.
This is 3rd and 6. Here's Nix to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Really nice job here in the second half of this defense to come out and make a play. That last sack's going to go a long way to getting off the field, getting the offense the ball back, and see if they can chip away.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bills offense ready for their first possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. the gun. Throw here for Allen. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Now it's 2nd and 1. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Cook, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Patrick Surtain makes the tackle.
Still 2nd down.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 1. Run with Cook. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Allen. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
First down, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and a couple. Putting the tight end in motion. Here's a handoff to Cook, and he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Tackled back at the
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. He'll try and get there on the ground. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down, Mike. You can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
A run up the middle with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So now they'll throw it with Allen. The second down throw is incomplete.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
A couple of third down conversions already on this drive. This one tougher. This is 3rd and 10. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills are able to get it back within a score.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find in this tight one as we hit the second half. So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. To throw is Nix. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get forward for a couple. Shaq Thompson comes up with the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen now on 2nd down. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, here is Allen. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And the Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find your...
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That's the Pro Bowler from a year ago, Nick Bonito. He gets into drop it. It's a loss of 8. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
This is a great example here, Mike, of just the value and the importance teams place on 1st and 2nd down. Teams call them early downs, where it's not just live and die by 3rd down anymore. Those days are kind of over. You have to stay ahead of the change. You have to stay efficient on 1st and 2nd down. If not, you end up in 3rd and a mile, and even after that nice pickup, still brings up 4th down.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense.
At their own 23-yard line.
Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. A run with Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Maxwell Hairston on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8. Throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
It's a short kick. Fair catch is called for, and they're going to be in business with a short field to work. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On first down, it's Allen. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius, unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. This one caught right side by Knox. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 37 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Ball at the 3, 2nd down, and goal. To the air is Allen. And that is caught. He fought through the contact for the touchdown. There is a marker down, but that may be on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
Lining up for a 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game is tied. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And no return here. This is a touchback. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. This one tight throughout, all level at 21 as they'll search for a go-ahead score. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the bootleg, it's Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And that is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Going to give it to Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. We're all even, 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Daquan Jones getting in for the sack. Now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Nix from the gun on third down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You certainly don't want to be wasting downs at this stage of the game, but with nothing open, I can't really blame him. There was really nowhere to go with the ball. You don't want to start throwing into tight coverage, and he just has to simply throw that one away.
We're about ready now for the punt, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Codrington to return it. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Bills offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. Going to keep it on his own read. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, Shakir. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, Josh Allen. That one on target to Moore. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Bills first down.
That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late. So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. So, here comes 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So now it's Tyler Bass on in a big spot. This to grab a late lead. This kick is good. They move out front and take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this fourth quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense ready to get back to work. Here's first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll step up and run.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback. Realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. Got a man. That's Sherfield. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
2nd down. Nix. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A pickup there of 13. First down, Broncos.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Nix now on 1st and 10. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now, 2nd and 4. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He connects with Mims. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd. And the clock will stop with 45 seconds left in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. After that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
And with that throw, Mike, now they're clearly in position where they can at least attempt to tie the game with a field goal. But I don't think they should take shots downfield. Continue. See if you can come away with a touchdown, knowing you at least have a field goal try if the touchdown doesn't work out.
The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their 2nd. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This one he's gotta have. This one is on target, and it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
So, not much time remaining to get something started. All tied here, late fourth, as the kickoff comes. On the return is Brandon Codrington, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. They'll run with Cook. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one. Now 4 seconds left. And we get a timeout call. They'll come up now for second down. Here we go. One final play. And he's going to be taken down, and that will do it. 4 quarters, no winner. Let's keep going. We're off to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. It's a gain of 10 yards. good for a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 7. To throw is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Broncos. Dobbins. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Here's a second and 12. Throw it. Nix. Quick hitting slant there. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Throwing is Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
The thing is, the offense comes to the sideline now. The quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to get a leg up in the OT. This kick is good. He knocks it through, and they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime.
Of course they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
So, the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bills offense getting set to get back to work.
29-yard line.
First down, Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. from the shotgun. It's Allen. He'll find Shakir open right side.
His pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Third down, 3 to go. From the gun, here is Allen. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward. There are certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own.
They send the tight end in motion. Allen going to give this to Davis.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Here's third down and a few inches. In motion, Shakir. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Down the field, he's got the hook up to Shakir. That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a look.
That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Joshua Palmer, touchdown Buffalo. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.